Hi, I'm Steve Holgate. A few weeks ago, I read Madeline to you, thinking of the kids who are having a hard time getting out and seeing their friends and not in school, and so maybe they would like a story read to them. And I'm going to do it again. The last time, as I say, we did Madeline. This time we're going to do The Cat in the Hat by Dr. Seuss. And I think a story of two children stuck in a house who would not be able to go out might be pretty easy for kids these days to understand. So I'll read the pages, then I'll show you the picture as I go. The sun did not shine, it was too wet to play, so we sat in the house all that cold, cold, wet day. And you can see them. That's Sally, we'll learn in a moment. And here's the fellow telling us the story. Here's a bird. You can see the rain dripping off his beak. See the rain coming down. It is a cold, wet day. I sat there with Sally. We sat there, we two, and I said, how I wish we had something to do. Too wet to go out and too cold to play ball, so we sat in the house. We did nothing at all. So all we could do was to sit, 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 and we did not like it, not one little bit. And so here you see them. Here's their fish sleeping away in a fish bowl, and here are all the toys they have that they can't use because it's raining outside. And then something went bump. How that bump made us jump. So here you are, bump. Even the fish is surprised. And here's Sally and our storyteller. They're very surprised, wondering what this is all about. We looked and we saw him step in on the mat. We looked and we saw him, the cat in the hat. And he said to us, why do you sit there like that? I know it is wet and the sun is not sunny, but we can have lots of good fun that is funny. And so here they are. They look very startled still. And there's the fish. And here's the cat in the hat. That's kind of a bent over little hat he's got, and I'm not sure I like the looks of that umbrella either, but here he is, the cat in the hat. I know some good games we could play, said the cat. I know some new tricks, said the cat in the hat. A lot of good tricks. I will show them to you. Your mother will not mind at all if I do. Then Sally and I did not know what to say. Our mother was out of the house for the day. Here he is, and the fish looks very surprised. But our fish said, no, no, make that cat go away. Tell that cat in the hat you do not want to play. He should not be here. He should not be about. He should not be here when your mother is out. That's important to remember, isn't it? Do what your mom says. And so here's the fish. He's scolding them. He's coming right out of his fish bowl to scold them. And there's the cat in the hat listening, but he doesn't seem very concerned. Now, have no fear, said the cat. My tricks are not bad, said the cat in the hat. Why, we can have lots of good fun if you wish, with a game that I call Up, Up, Up with a fish. Put me down, said the fish. This is no fun at all. Put me down, said the fish. I do not wish to fall. And so here he is. He's put him up on the end of his umbrella. And you can see the fish is really frightened. And Sally and our storyteller, they don't know quite what to do. Have no fear, said the cat. I will not let you fall. I will hold you up high as I stand on a ball, with a book in one hand and a cup on my hat. But that is not all I can do, said the cat. So here he is. There's the book on his hand, and there's the fish still, and he's standing on a ball. And here Sally and our storyteller, they look really amazed. Look at me now, said the cat, with a cup and a cake on the tap of my hat. I can hold up 2 books. I can hold up the fish and a little toy ship and some milk on a dish. And look, oh, I can hop up and down on the ball. But that is not all. Oh, no, that is not all. So here we are. Look at all this stuff. There are the 2 books, and there's a cake on his hat, and there's the fish still at the end of the umbrella, and there's a boat, and milk in a dish. Look at me now. It is fun to have fun, but you have to know how. I can hold up the cup and the milk and the cake. I can hold up these books and the fish on a rake. I can hold a toy ship and a little toy man. I can hold a red fan. I can fan with a fan as I hop on the ball, but that is not all. Oh, no, that is not all. Wow, look at him now. There's the red fan, and now there's a man in the boat, and there's the fish up there on the top of the rake, and all these books and the cake. That is what the cat said. Then he fell on his head. He came down with a bump from up there on the ball, and Sally and I, we saw all the things fall. Oh no, look, the cat has fallen. He looks pretty surprised. Hat goes one way, all these other things are flying away. And our fish came down too. He fell into a pot. He said, "Do I like this? Oh no, I do not. This is not a good game," said our fish as he lit. "No, I do not like it, not one little bit." And so here's the fish landing in a teapot, and there's a bit of the cat, and oh, things are flying all over the place. "Now look what you did," said the fish to the cat. "Now look at this house. Look at this. Look at that. You sank our toy ship, sank it deep in the cake. You shook up our house and you bent our new rake. You should not be here when our mother is not here. You get out of this house," said the fish in the pot. And so there's the boat falling into the cake, and there's the rake all bent and things lying all over the floor. And the fish looks very upset, but he's using good sense. "Oh, but I like to be here. Oh, I like it a lot," said the cat in the hat to the fish in the pot. "I will not go away. I do not wish to go." "And so," said the cat in the hat, so, I will show you another good game that I know." And here's the cat talking about a new game, and the fish looking very quizzical at him. And then he ran out, and then, fast as a fox, the cat in the hat came back in with a box. A big red wood box. It was shut with a hook. "Now look at this trick," said the cat. "Take a look." So here he comes in the great big box. There's the hook that is shut with, and there's the fish looking very concerned, and Sally and her brother not knowing what's going on. Then he got up on top with the tip of his hat. "I call this game Fun in a Box," said the cat. "In this box are two things. I will show them to you. You will like those two things," said the cat with a bow. And so here he is. He's up on the box. There's the hook that keeps it shut. Everybody's waiting to see what he's got. "I will pick up the hook. You will see something new. Two things, and I call them Thing 1 and Thing 2. These things will not bite you. They want to have fun." Then out of the box came Thing 2 and Thing 1. And they ran to us fast, said, "How do you do? Would you like to shake hands with Thing 1 and Thing 2? And here they are. There's Thing 1 and Thing 2 running out of the box. And Sally and I did not know what to do, so we had to shake hands with Thing 1 and Thing 2. We shook their two hands, but our fish said, "No, no, those things should not be in this house. Make them go. They should not be here when your mother is out. Put them out, put them out," said the fish in the pot. And there's the fish, very concerned, and there they are. They're trying to be polite. Sally and her brother, they're shaking hands with Thing 1 and Thing 2. "Oh, have no fear, little fish," said the cat in the hat. "These things are good things." And he gave them a pat. "Oh, they are tame. Oh, so tame. They have come here to play. They will give you some fun on this wet, wet, wet day." Look at this. The fish is not convinced. And there's Sally and her brother. There's Thing 1 and Thing 2 just smiling as if nothing was going to happen. Look at them. They're twiddling their thumbs. I hadn't noticed that before. "Now, here is a game that they like," said the cat. "They like to fly kites," said the cat in the hat. "No, not in the house," said the fish in the pot. "They should not fly kites in a house. They should not. Oh, the things they will bump and the things they will hit. Oh, I do not like it, not one little bit." And here they go, Thing 1 and Thing 2 flying kites in the house. There's the fish very concerned, and the cat just doesn't seem to care very much. Then Sally and I saw them run down the hall. We saw those two things bump their kites on the wall. Bump, thump, thump, bump down the wall in the hall. And here are Thing 2 and Thing 1, and they're knocking things off the walls, and there's a vase falling over, and there's Sally and her brother, and there's Thing 1 and Thing 2. Things are getting worse, I think, not better. Thing 2 and Thing 1, they ran up, they ran down on the string of one kite. We saw Mother's new gown, her gown with the dots that are pink, white, and red. Then we saw one kite bump on the head of her bed. So here's Mother's gown, and there's the one that hit the head of the bed, and there's Thing 1 and Thing 2. They're just running around causing all kinds of trouble. Then those things ran about with big bumps, jumps, and kicks, and with hops and big thumps and all kinds of bad tricks. And I said, "Ooh, I do not like the way that they play. If Mother could see this, oh, what would she say?" And here they are, thing one and thing two, causing all kinds of problems. There's one of them knocking over a lamp and a table, and there's mother's gown again, and there's the poor fish. Look, they've got him on the end of a string in his teapot. Then our fish said, "Look, look," and our fish shook with fear. "Your mother is on her way home, do you hear? Oh, what will she do to us? What shall she say? Oh, she will not like it to find us this way." Uh-oh, there's mother coming home. There's the fish very concerned in the pot, and there are Sally and her brother. "Do something fast," said the fish. "Do you hear? I saw her, your mother is near. So as fast as you can, think of something to do. You will have to get rid of thing one and thing two." The fish has come all the way out of his pot to talk to them about that, and here they are still running around playing kites. "So as fast as I could, I went after my net, and I said, with my net I can get them, I bet. I bet with my net I can get those things yet." And so here he is with his net here, thing one and thing two, they're coming down the hall. They don't see him coming. Oh, look at the mess they've made. Then I let down my net. It came down with a plop, and I had them at last. Those two things had to stop. Then I said to the cat, "Now you do as I say. You pack up those things and you take them away." "Oh dear," said the cat, "you did not like our game. Oh dear, what a shame, what a shame, what a shame." And here's Sally's brother looking very stern, and there's thing one and thing two are trapped, and there's the cat very sorry that they didn't like the game. Then he shut up the things in the box with a hook, and the cat went away with a sad kind of look. "That is good," said the fish. "She has gone away, yes, but your mother will come, and she will find this big mess. And this mess is so big and so deep and so tall, we cannot pick it up. There is no way at all." Well, you can see why the fish feels that way. Look at all this terrible mess that's been made. Now, how are they going to get that all put away in the next few moments before Mom comes in? There's the cat in the hat going out with a box. So at least thing one and thing two are gone. The cat's looking very sad. He didn't mean to make a mess, and I don't think he really meant trouble, but trouble is what he caused. And then, who was back in the house? Why, the cat. "Have no fear of this mess," said the cat in that. "I always pick up all my playthings, and so I will show you another good trick that I know." And look, he's come in with this fantastic car. It's got hands coming out of it. They're picking up the vases with the flowers and sweeping up the floor, and hands everywhere. And look at them. They look delighted, the fish and the kids. Then we saw him pick up all the things that were down. He picked up the cake and the rake and the gown and the milk and the strings and the book and the dish and the fan and the cup and the ship and the fish, and he put them away. Then he said, "That is that." And then he was gone with the tip of his hat. And so everything's okay. Here's the fish going back in the pot. He's leaving with a big smile. Here's this wild car of his, and putting one or two last things away. And Sally and her brother are very happy that he's really cleaned things up before Mother comes home. Then our mother came in and said to us two, "Did you have any fun? Tell me, what did you do?" And Sally and I did not know what to say. Should we tell her the things that went on there that day? Should we tell her about it? Now, what should we do? Well, what would you do if your mother asked you? And so here they are. Everything's back to normal. The mother has no idea that anything's happened. And they've got to decide, are they going to tell her what really happened? They probably should. But everything's cleaned up. And there you are, the cat in the hat. I hope you enjoyed it.